Zundamon. Today, we're talking about a pretty wild thing that happened at Himeji Castle. Usually, when prices go up, fewer people show up, and somebody starts panicking. But here, something strange happened.
What witness the curious Stylised?
Yup, paid visitors dropped about 17%, but ticket revenue roughly doubled.
Last sound was what tourism policy, and more not of the Chicago.
Here's the thing. Japan's inbound tourism is breaking records. In 2025, about 42.68 million visitors came from overseas, and they spent around 9.5 trillion yen.
That sounds much better tourism costs to me, doesn't it?
It does, but success has a price. Crowded streets, worn out buildings, exhausted residents. Somebody has to clean up, fix things, and answer the angry phone calls.
시험은 사실에서 기름을 마치 tourists. It's okay to go down.
This is where the headlines get sloppy. Himeji didn't say foreigners pay more. It said city residents pay less.
쇼기하더니 이직하자자 한쪽으로 고속화해서 하락 twice.
Exactly. A split is based on residency, not nationality. Adults registered as Himeji residents pay 0 yen. Everyone else pays 2,500. Under 18 visitors get in free, no matter where they live.
Guys, 지정성 resident 대시교에서는 하루지 급사고사에서 보면 twice.
Yep, if your address is on the resident registry, you're a local. No asterisk on your passport. Now, the money shot. In March, paid visitors were around 140,000. That's down about 17% year on year. But revenue? About 270 million yen. Roughly double the previous month.
Shows on the castle's point of view, a dream scenario that you will have spend more money.
From the castle's point of view, sure. From the local restaurants and souvenir shops, we don't actually know yet.
Pie City, sugar castle wins on the stage. That's
the part everyone's still watching.
What was the national government peak scarcity? Because we can't just check what had access works.
That's the dangerous part. A good dual pricing system says, here's the cost, here's the reason, here's who qualifies. A bad one just says, you look like a tourist, pay more.
On the second side, push back so the issue that the
Right. That's exactly why the tourism agency stepped in. They held their first expert meeting in April 2026. They want to study real cases and write guidelines other operators can follow. Pretty much. Both sides have a real argument here. Supporters say the money goes to preservation, crowd control, multilingual signs, staff, and infrastructure. And locals are already chipping in through taxes.
That sounds reasonable, but what you look like said it.
That if the rules are vague. Dual pricing can feel arbitrary, or worse, hostile. The tourism agency itself said. Operators have to clearly explain why the gap exists.
Show us the rule was residency, but can be decided. But I don't quite with swords internationality language or appearance. That gets Popeye Stardust.
Yep. The line between sustainable tourism and tourist resentment is thinner than a casa wall in a typhoon. And honestly, Japan isn't inventing this. The Louvre already lists 22 euros for residents and citizens of the EA, and 32 euros for everyone else.
Show your hair, this is given something stress.
Pretty much. The world has been quietly drifting toward differentiated pricing for years. Japan is just catching up and trying to do it carefully. Here's the bigger picture. For years, Japan sold itself as beautiful, clean, and surprisingly cheap.
Look, this deadline shows us the closet chick. As usually cheap time is expensive, so the people forgot to reward it.
And then, right there, is the real price shock.
Shall we skew pricing goods?
It depends. If it funds preservation, protects residents, and uses clear residency rules, it's a practical tool. If it slides into lazy foreigner blame, it becomes a diplomatic landmine.
Then, the preservation should pay more.
The question is whether Japan can clearly explain what that money is for.